welcome back City Week, ladies and gentlemen, as I continue to talk with students and also administration from the Troup County School System. I said students, but there haven't been any students on this morning. But I do have the Director of Public Relations, Yolanda Stephen, to my immediate left here, and to my far left, I have the Coordinator of Secondary Education, Nichelle Wimbush.
Good morning.
Welcome, ladies, to the show.
Thank you.
Hi, I definitely have to welcome you all to my new set again. I know that the viewing audience say, well, wait, what is he talking about, new set? But I'm in a new location.
Yeah, right.
I'm on the 3rd floor of City Hall now.
It's very nice.
It's very nice. And you came to the old place over at the Technology Center. And Nichelle, I think this is your very first time being on with us. So I'm going to do the most of the talking with you this morning, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. All right? But no, seriously, ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And Yolanda, because you have been on, I'm going to start over with Nichelle and get her just to tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, my name is Nichelle Wimbush. I've been in the system. This is my 10th year. I was actually a science teacher at Troup High School.
Okay.
For 9 years. I taught biology and environmental science. And so I was over there. I've also been County Teacher of the Year and just been in the system. I love the kids here. I'm a Troup Tiger at heart, but now I work at ASC and I work for everyone, and so I love my job.
Okay, all right, Troup Tiger at heart. Okay,
yes, I am.
I graduated from, I always say, from the original Troup High School.
Oh, okay.
On Whitehall Street.
Okay. I don't know anything about that one, but I do know.
I dated myself there a little bit. All right, and Yolanda, who needs no introduction, but Yolanda, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind, and your role.
Okay, well, I've been in Troup County for 5 years, and Troup County School System brought me here. The love of education, also wanted to get involved with students, and then I have 2 children of my own that are in Troup County School System, and then love of public relations. So I direct the public relations function. I'm going into my 5th year, and each year is different. It's always exciting, always something new to learn, and I just continue to learn and do.
Absolutely. You know, I can remember when you came here and I had you on the show, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I found the next host for the show here. Because you're very articulate and your presence on camera and everything.
Thank
I
you.
know that the school system is very fortunate that they have you. And Nichelle is, well, I didn't realize you've been here quite so long.
I have.
Okay.
I love it here.
Well,
I don't live here. I live in Noonan, but I've been driving to Troup County for 10 years now, and I love it. I've loved my students, and now I love being able to service the community as a whole.
Very good.
In my new role.
Very good. And, you know, talking about the love, and I can see the passion in both of you ladies that you have for the students and for the administration and things of that nature. You all here to talk about an unveiling of a new program, and I think it's one that sometimes may not necessarily get the attention that it needs. And unfortunately, not talking about the school system, but unfortunately, when you see budget cuts, sometimes these are the areas that are first on the chopping block. And we're talking about the arts.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about what's being unveiled, Yolanda, if you don't mind.
Well, we're excited about the Arts and Appetizers. It's an event. It's more than a program. It's something to get the whole community involved as well as our students and keeping students in mind. March is a natural connection for Youth Art Month. And so we are working with every art teacher in Troup County School System to provide art for our administrative services building. Some people know it as the Board of Education. But right now, when you walk into the building, it's a little bit sterile, white walls, and we service students. We believe in students, and we know that they have creativity. So with March being Youth Art Month, we're having canvases. We're opening it up like a museum. So the community, parents, students, teachers can all come in and have art, see arts, and have appetizers with us while we celebrate not only visual arts, but fine arts.
Okay, all right. You know, and immediately when when you say art, I go back some years ago when I was in 7th grade and over at, which is now Ethel Kite Magnet School, which was at that time Troup Junior. I know I'm dating myself again, which was Troup Junior High School, and my art teacher, Mrs. Annie Green.
I know Mrs. Green.
That's right.
Yes.
Ms. Green was my art teacher, very renowned artist here in our community now. And I'm ashamed to say I can't draw a stick man well.
Don't tell her.
I don't tell her that. But I know that we have some talented young men and ladies in our school system. Nichelle, talk a little bit about what you all expect to see in reference to these young people displaying their art.
Well, one of my roles, one of my jobs in this role as coordinator of secondary education is fine arts.
Okay.
And so I'm an advocate for our fine arts programs in the secondary education, but also in elementary education. And so with March being Youth Visual Arts History Month, we're honoring the visual arts, so student drawing, and we're not looking for students to be Picasso, but we have some really talented kids and our students in our district, and we want to just shine some light on that talent, whether all the way from pre-K to seniors in high school.
Okay.
And so we want this art to go on the wall, but we want it to stay on the wall because, like Yolanda said, it's a little sterile in our building right now. And when people walk into our building, we want them to see the passion that we personally have for students.
Okay.
And you can see that on the walls when you add art and just highlighting students' stories and even literacy with that. So there'll be small little paragraphs about the artwork itself, just telling us what the student was visualizing when they created this art.
Okay.
The theme of the event, the theme of the event is your art, your story.
Okay.
So as the students go through and choose what their story is, they're able to visually show what it is. Now, there's only so much room at the Board of Education.
That's where I was going next.
There's only so much room. And so we're going to put the art up on the wall. We're also going to have it in the boardroom. But for those that are not up, we're also having a lookbook. So that's going to be electronic. We'll be able to have that electronic book shown on Facebook, shown on our Twitter page, and everybody can share it out. The parents can share it out with grandparents that may be in another state.
Okay.
So all students can be represented who want to be represented. We want to open that opportunity for all.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And I know Nichelle and I were talking about the High Museum. Can you talk about that a little bit?
So every third Friday, the High Museum of Art in Atlanta has a jazz and art event. And so where you go and you have appetizers and there's jazz music playing and people walk around and it's people from all walks of life and there's all different types of artwork. And it's just a really amazing event. And so that's where this kind of came from. I was thinking when Yolanda came to me about it, I said, this would be great. We could do the same thing here. So the way we want to highlight or kind of compare it to that is we're going to ask some of our music programs to have smaller, 4 or 5 students play music for a little while during the event, and we'll have some of our drama programs have smaller dramatic performances during the event. Because although we're honoring students in visual arts, we want to celebrate all fine arts in our district. So that's the way we're going to do that.
Very good. Oh, very creative. Let me ask you now, because we talked about it and we know that the art's going to be displayed. I know that y'all have like an opening night or an opening evening. What day is that going to be taking place?
That will be February 28th at 5:30.
Okay. All right.
We will open up ASC, our Board of Education. People can just walk in leisurely. There's not necessarily a set time. You don't have to run through. You can sit, you can look, you can listen. It'll just fever all the senses.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good. Let me ask you now, because I heard how this idea was kind of conceived by the High Museum of Art and everything of that nature. If people had some additional questions about this, about the event, how can they get in touch with you all?
They can go to troup.org and there'll be more information there, but then they can also contact us. The phone number, if you're writing it down, it's 706-812-7900, and you can ask for either myself, Yolanda Stephen, or Nichelle Wimbush, and we'll be able to provide more information. Then they can also email. We'll have our email address on the website on the invite.
Okay, all right. And this is open from all students in the school system, right?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you, because I know that, you're going to get all types of creative art designs and things of that nature. And I know that you say you're going to have the lookbook. Is there a selection process that you all have come up with for those that will be displayed at this point? Or are you going to try to have a collage of everything?
We've looked into that, and so what we have done is purchased 12 canvases for each campus.
Oh, okay.
So for the art teachers, they're going to provide the canvases for the students who are interested, and they can complete their art there. When you think about elementary, one student may not want to complete one canvas, so they can work on it as a project together.
Okay.
So if their story is, my favorite color is pink, and one student wants to draw pink diagonal lines in different colors. That's fine. If one student wants to draw a butterfly and it's on that same canvas, it shows that teamwork, brings that teamwork in together, but then it also shows their story of art. So we're going to be posting those 12 from each campus up throughout the building. And then those that want to add more will be in the lookbook.
Okay, so that helps me to understand, because I'm thinking when I was walking in, you have art displayed everywhere around, because well, how many students we have in the school system right
12,000.
now? 12,000.
So no, we don't have 12,000 pieces of art. We can't facilitate. We would love to, but we cannot facilitate that.
Absolutely.
And we're mainly working with our art teachers.
Okay.
And so our art instructors are really taking hold of this. We are excited to have them, because without them and without the students, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Absolutely.
All we did was cast the vision, and they've taken it and run with it.
Okay. And the student bodies are excited about doing this? Okay. Now, will they be featured there, or will they be there the night to kind of talk, or someone from each one of the schools to talk about?
We're asking for the students and their art. So each student who is chosen will actually get an invitation for their parents and themselves to be there. And so we're asking, so if a student's display is on the curriculum wing, we're asking them if they would like to, they can be there.
Okay.
But that is the reason why the art teachers brought up just having a brief description about the art. So if the student is not able to be there, or the student's a little shy, then there's still a description there. But then we'll also have our Art Honor Society students and other students in fine arts to guide people around the building. So there will be students there for them to interact with.
Okay, all right. I just see that as an opportunity for, them to get an opportunity to speak about their art as well, which again is helping them to build those
literacy skills.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, ladies, you know what? This is exciting. I'm gonna have to try to come out, and hopefully I won't see any
Please
stick me in there.
You can submit yours. We'll bring your canvas. We'll let you submit.
Absolutely.
We'll say, now on display by special appearance.
Right.
For a short time. Right?
You can come and host the event.
Come and host the event. All right. Well, ladies, I'm excited about the fact that having this visual art, your story displayed, and just kind of showcase the talent that we have here within the Troup County school system and our youth, because we have to definitely invest in our youth, because they are our future. And I want to thank both you ladies for doing just that, okay?
Thank you.
Can I add one more thing? I always have to. With it being Youth Art Month, I also want to send a special thanks out to the LaGrange Art Museum.
Okay.
They are also hosting an event for Youth Art Month, and it will be in March. The event is called Eyes on LaGrange, Camp Libertad.
Okay.
And it's a photographic display that will be on the outside walls of the LaGrange Art Museum, and it will highlight the children of Latino families in LaGrange and their value to the community. So that's coming in March as well. Okay. A lot of our Hollis Hand students and Gardner-Newman Middle School students who are in that community will be featured.
Okay, well, very good. Well, great closure, great wrap up. Ladies, thank you so much for being on the show today. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week in just a moment.